So this is actually my first time drawing off the hump of clay. So I mounted a very large lump of clay on the wheel, then started centering. But drawing off a hump of clay does not actually need to be that centered. That is the main clay beneath. You just have to make sure the clay you are using to draw the small piece is well centered, even if the clay beneath it is not centered. Actually, this technique is used for throwing smaller ceramic wares. So instead of having that challenge of centering the small piece of clay over and over and over again, you just have to do this. This is actually my first time using this technique I saw on TikTok. So I say, let me give it a try. So yes, actually my first try. Here you see that the first cutting was not perfect. Even the second was still not perfect, but at least the third was way more better than the first and the second. So this you just have to do it over and over and over again until you exhaust the hump of clay. But for this technique, you can use it when making mugs, bowls, not big bowls, small vases, and then anything small at all can go when working on a hump of clay on the wheel. So for this, you just see that I use the hump of clay mainly for just producing some mugs. So, and in some cases, when you are done with the thrown piece and then you cut the base might not be balanced as when you drew the work with a very small lump of clay and not on a hump of clay. So that being said, after everything for this, I actually use the last hump of clay. I used the throwing a vase which I'll be posting much later.